Hello, hello, hello. Nadia here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the grand opening of my Sweet Truths soul art exhibit. I will be exhibiting my art starting today, starting tonight, and it will last all the way through to August 18th. It is so good that you are here live or watching the replay. It really doesn't matter. You might know me, you might not know me. This is the purpose of this grand opening. I wanted to introduce you to me. I'm Nadia, originally from Germany, and I've been living in North America since 2014. It's been quite the journey. And I left my home country, and you can't make this stuff up. I left my home country on 11/11/11. And why I say that you can't make this stuff up is my husband and I, we worked as crew members on a cruise ship. And that was the day that they booked the flight for us out of the country. And years later, I learned that 11/11/11 is the, oh my goodness, the Scorpio gateway of transformation, death, and rebirth. And I've been on an epic, epic journey. And once I discovered the soul art healing modality, I really was able to follow my heart's calling, my soul's calling. And this is really what this exhibit is about. So since February 2021, I've been creating soul art creations through journeying with the 5 steps. So I wanted to introduce you to the 5 steps of soul art as a certified soul art guide. So now I've learned to do this for myself, and I have the pleasure and delight to guide others in their journey. So a soul art journey begins with an intention. Then that's step 1. Step 2 is body mapping, because it is an embodied practice. It is not something that is just a mental thing. That's the difference between soul art journeys and just creating art. There's nothing wrong with creating art, please know that. It's just that it's very intentional when you go on a soul art journey. So crafting, and creating art is a very nourishing thing to do. So I'm not down talking that. I just want to make sure you know that. And I'm here to explain to you why my 26 soul art creations are so potent with magic and medicine. During this soul art exhibit of mine, I'm going to share my evolutionary path with you. And I'm going to show you the very, very first soul art piece today here in this Facebook Live that kicked it all off. It was February 2021, and I was starting to learn the 5 steps of soul art as a participant in soul art school. So number 1, setting the intention. Number 2, body mapping. Number 3, creative expression. Number 4, step 4, gathering the biggest insight. And number 5, discerning a spirit action to honor your biggest insight. This soul art exhibit of mine today is literally a spirit action that I'm honoring after I gained a biggest insight in my latest soul art creation. So I'm following my heart and soul, and that is really what makes going on a soul art journey different. It is you're listening to your heart and soul. You're connecting to your creative expression. You are learning how to embody that journey. And then you are honoring your intuition with taking action. Because what good is intuition and insight if we don't follow through, if we don't take action on it? So let me show you my very, very first piece. And while I say it began in February 2021, it's when this piece was completed. But it actually started with International Soul Art Day 2019, and me going on this 5-step journey as a participant, guided by Laura Hollick, who's the founder of the soul art healing modality, and really just not knowing what to expect. And I remember starting this piece and not being able to complete it. I literally wasn't able to complete it, and I put it away in the cupboard. And the amazing thing that I know now, the intention that I set on Soul Art Day 2019, even though I didn't complete the soul art creation, my spirit, my heart and soul set something in motion for me, set in motion for me a healing and empowerment path that I have been consciously following since that day, very specifically to that very first soul art intention. So this piece, let me show you, it is smaller, so I can actually show you. The other pieces are bigger, and I will show you that online, and we'll get to that housekeeping a little bit later. How can you view my 26 soul art creations? How can you be a visitor and viewer of my Sweet Truth soul art exhibit? I'll explain all that. Right now, I just want to honor how it all started. So here we go. This is my very first soul art creation that began Soul Art Day. That was June 2019. And this piece was completed February 2021 when I joined Soul Art School as a member. I later became a certified soul art guide, and these 26 creations followed after this one, or 25. And really, it's been a 40-month journey of epic insight and really bold and courageous action, acting on my insight. And what I've learned while creating and while uncovering and discovering really amazing clues from my heart and soul about my intention is really that connecting with your spirit can happen in many different ways. You can go visit nature. You can slow down your heartbeat. You can slow down your heartbeat so much that it's in tune with Mother Earth. You could practice earthing, taking off your shoes and socks and putting your feet on the ground. And then you will also receive the slowing down, the natural heartbeat of our truest essence. Because in modern life, we are often speeding. We're speeding through life. We're not deep belly breathing. We're doing flat chest breathing, and we're just on a pace that is so much faster than the pace of the heart and soul and the pace of Mother Nature. So connecting with spirit through soul art is the way to slow down your pace, to create sacred space and me time, nourishing self-care time, soul care time. And in that slowing down, it is you literally stopping, slowing down, breathing, taking a breath, and listening. And that is my invitation to you this soul art exhibit. Each piece that I show you, take a moment to stop. Slow down with a breath and listen to how the soul art creation that you are viewing is resonating in your being. I will share my biggest insight with you in each piece. And I will invite you to share your biggest insight as you are witnessing my art, as you are witnessing and reading about the insight I gained. I would so love for you to engage with this exhibit. I would love to read your comments and your insights, because this Sweet Truth Soul Art exhibit is really an invitation for you to discover and uncover your sweet truths. And once this live event is completed, you might want to go back and watch the replay. You might want to go back and actually read the description that I put into this Facebook Live, because the description in this Facebook Live describes the experience that I am intending to facilitate for you. The soul art exhibit that I'm hosting here is sharing my journey with you, but also the essence of this body of work that I am discovering with you as well. So I am hosting and leading this event, but I'm also, just like you, witnessing the spirit of this event at the same time. So I am someone that is in it with you. So I really, really would love for you to participate in how this experience is helping you connect with your spirit. And then I wanted to let you know that it is something that is important to me. I wanted to let you know that right now I'm sharing the completed journey with you. And it is a celebration of life and authenticity and honoring your true nature by following your inner voice, by listening to heart and soul, and taking action on your own behalf. And I call this action that I take on my behalf, I call it self-love leadership. So you are witnessing self-love leadership in action. And while it looks bold and courageous and strong and fierce, there were very vulnerable and tender moments in my journey. And these vulnerable and tender moments happened when I allowed myself to enter my inner world through the 5 steps of a soul art journey. And when I entered my inner world, I was uncovering and discovering a core wound, a theme, something that kept showing up over and over again. And instead of running away from my core wound, I was allowing myself to feel the feelings, to work through the sadness, to work through the anger, to work through the fear, to work through the worry, to get to really grow through what I'm going through. So that is my invitation, to honor that we have a full range of feelings. And it's not about bypassing. It's not about being positive all the time. And even though I talk about a shiny, happy person in my description of this Facebook Live, I had to feel really hard feelings to get back to that shiny, happy person. I had to grieve my losses. I had to feel all the difficult, negative feelings to get to the positive ones. And that is the nature of being human. It's the full range of polarity from, it's about celebrating the good, the ugly, the hard, and the glorious. You are all of that, and you are in all of that. You are your wholeness and your true nature. So it is my invitation to you to also be touched by what I will also be sharing about core wounds that I discovered, vulnerabilities that I discovered, and hard feelings that I had to overcome. And thirdly, I want to invite you to express your own creativity. This soul art exhibit is also an invitation from my heart to yours to join me for the soul art journey workshops I will be leading in the future. They are all happening online, and I'm planning to, behind the scenes, also plan some offline here in Ottawa. So real in-person events. I'm doing both, and this exhibit is also an invitation for you to enter your own creativity, to discover your authentic self. Fourth, I want to share that last year was the first time I actually exhibited this one piece that started it all. And this one piece that started it all, I didn't even notice too much when I created it, that I used the words brave, or the word brave, which turned into the realization that I really had to be brave to realize the intention of this piece. So I had to be brave and courageous to embody my essence with every piece. And last year was the first time this soul art creation of mine was exhibited, and I had the honor and delight to be a part of the Soul Art School exhibit. And I remember just loving it, being surrounded by all my fellow soul artists that all have journeyed the 5 steps and come to their own realizations. It's a really, really powerful movement to be part of. What is a soul artist? Like, that is the movement. What is a soul artist? And being German, the word Lebenskünstler is life's artist. So I have a relationship to that word, Lebenskünstler. And in Germany, I was criticized often for being a Lebenskünstler, for following my passion, for following my desires and heart's wishes. I was criticized for that because it isn't something that society at large is taught. And so I want to invite you to become a soul artist and a life's artist, to journey with me in this exhibit. And even if you're just experiencing the vibes and energy of being a soul artist and life's artist during this exhibit, it will do something positive. It will spark something. It will catalyze a positive action on your own behalf. I know this. I trust this. And I'm so, so happy you are here. The 5th step that I want to invite you to is be your beautiful self. Be you. Be brave on this planet by discovering your true nature. Don't allow society and conditioning to switch off your light, to dampen your light. This soul art exhibit is my permission slip for you to unapologetically shine in your self-love leadership. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you so much for listening to me share the essence and the purpose and the intention behind the soul art exhibit of mine. And now we're going to switch to a little bit of housekeeping. So now you might be wondering, how are you going to get to see my 26 soul art pieces? And I am going to share the first piece, Be Brave, in my first post tonight. My first post tonight will highlight the first soul art creation that started this epic 40-month journey of self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This first piece is called, I called it Be Brave after I completed it, because I realized that that's what it took. That's what it took to be true to myself. It took courage. It took boldness. It took bravery. It took listening to myself when others were criticizing me. So this first piece will be highlighted on my Facebook profile tonight. And I don't know yet when I'm going to do it. So I invite you to follow my page, to set your settings so that you can see the art that I will be sharing with you. And I also invite you to engage in the art that I will be sharing with you, because as you comment and engage, you will see more of it. It's just the Facebook algorithm. So when you comment and engage, then you will be seeing more of me. When you set your Facebook profile to be following me, you will see more of it. And in the post that I'll share tonight, it'll just be a brief introduction about the piece. And in the comments, I will share a link to my website blog. So it'll take you to happywholesomelife.com, to my blog, and it will share the whole story of the piece. And that's what I will be doing over the next 2 weeks. I will be sharing pieces once a day, sometimes twice a day, so that we get to the full exhibit. And then on the 18th of August, I will do a closing ceremony, because I'm in it with you. I'm literally facilitating and leading the exhibit, but I'm also a participant with you. I am witnessing the power of my soul art creations through your engagement. That's the opportunity you're giving me. You're giving me the opportunity to witness the medicine just by responding how it's touching you. And Sunday, the August 18th on Sunday, also at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, that is 1700 hours in Europe, I will be doing a closing ceremony, and I will be sharing with you my biggest insights. Because this is a soul art journey as well. This right here is a soul art journey for me with the intention of honoring that my art is blossoming and that I am discovering how much fun it is to share my art with the world. And thank you so much. I can see Jocelyn, I can see Elika, I can see Michaela. Thank you so much for being here live with me today. And I hope and trust that this Facebook Live will circulate, that it will reach, this replay will reach more people. And again, if you want to support me in that, leave a comment. Your comment, your engagement will activate the Facebook algorithm. The more people comment, the more it gets circulated. The more you comment on this soul art experience of sweet truths, the more you will see it in your flood, the more you will see it in your Facebook feed. And I'm so thankful and grateful and excited that you are allowing this flooding, this nourishment of soul art, medicine and magic today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for opening the Sweet Truths Soul Art exhibit. And I will see you on the daily on my Facebook profile, sharing my art with you, beginning tonight, after I have a movie date with my husband, after we enjoy a delicious lunch and dinner, and then I will post for you. This is happening live. This is happening live with you. I am creating these posts and blog posts live and sharing the magic and medicine of my 26 soul art creations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon. Bye.